My dad kicked me out at 16, but karma hit him hard years later. What happened? I never thought I'd be homeless as a teenager, but that's exactly what happened when my dad chose his new wife over me. My stepmom, Diane, moved in when I was 15, and from day one, she made it clear she didn't want me around. She'd constantly tell my dad I was disrespectful, messy, and ungrateful, none of which was true. I tried so hard to make it work, cleaning the house before they got home, making dinner, even buying her birthday gifts with my babysitting money. Nothing worked. The breaking point came after I stayed late at school for a science project. When I got home, Diane was screaming that her grandmother's pearl necklace was missing. She pointed at my backpack, demanding my dad check it. Of course, they found the necklace in my bag, something she obviously planted there. My dad's face turned this awful shade of red as he started yelling about how I was a thief and a liar. I tried explaining, begging him to believe me, but he wouldn't even let me speak. He grabbed me by the arm, dragged me to the door, and pushed me outside with nothing but my school backpack. "Don't come back until you learn some respect," he shouted before slamming the door. I spent that night sleeping in the park, terrified and alone. The next day, my English teacher, Mrs. Baxter, noticed something was wrong and got the truth out of me. She and her husband let me stay in their spare room until I finished high school. Those 2 years were incredibly difficult, but I worked hard, got a scholarship, and put myself through college. I never heard from my dad, not once. He didn't call on birthdays, holidays, nothing. Like I'd simply stopped existing. Fast forward 8 years, I'd built a good life for myself. I had a solid job at a marketing firm, a small but nice apartment, and was finally healing from the abandonment. Then one rainy Tuesday, I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was my dad sobbing so hard, I could barely understand him. Turns out Diane had been having an affair with his business partner for years. They'd been slowly draining the company accounts, and when there was nothing left to take, they disappeared together to Mexico. My dad had lost everything: his business, his house, his savings. The bank had foreclosed on their home, and he was facing potential fraud charges because of what Diane had done using his credentials. "I have nowhere to go," he cried. "You're all I have left." I sat there in complete silence for what felt like forever. This man who threw away his 16-year-old daughter was now asking for my help. I took a deep breath and said, "You know what's interesting, Dad? When you kicked me out, Mrs. Baxter took me in even though I wasn't her responsibility. She showed me what a parent should be. You showed me what a parent shouldn't be." He started apologizing, promising things would be different, that he'd make it up to me. I cut him off. "I forgive you because holding on to this anger only hurts me, but forgiveness doesn't mean I have to let you back into my life. You made your choice 8 years ago. I hope you find somewhere to stay, but it won't be with me." I hung up and blocked his number. In the ensuing quiet, I recalled each painful tear and lonely night, yet I felt a strong resolve growing inside me, a promise that every loss secretly paved the way for my rebirth, and I endured. 2 months later, I heard through an old family friend that he was living in his car. Meanwhile, I used my savings to help Mrs. Baxter and her husband renovate their kitchen as a thank you for saving me when my own father wouldn't. Sometimes family isn't about blood, it's about who actually shows up when you need them most.